This is the OPD at IIM Raipur. We see a blue signage outside, which is a great indication. We also see 9 seats for patients as a waiting area to prevent congestion inside the OPD. Beside the door, we see 2 posters, one mentioning the contact details of the pharmacy and another mentioning the contact details of the key personnel managing the OPD, which is once again a great sign. But we do notice that there's no way to communicate for the attendant inside to the patients waiting outside when their turn has come up. This might create problems and inefficiencies. Probably a small display board outside would help. Inside the OPD, we see that there's 3 seats on the left hand side as another waiting area. The ambient light over here is pretty good. We see a reception desk on the right hand side, and then there is an OPD dressing room, which might not be very ideal since it's very close to the waiting area as well as the reception desk. The sounds might be pretty horrid for the patients waiting. Also, the dressing room itself is pretty congested. It's very small. The bed is not big enough even for a short-heighted person. The trash can is very close to the bed and it just doesn't look well maintained, although there is good signage to prevent patients from inadvertently entering this place. Further inside the OPD, on our left hand side, we see that there are 2 beds which are very close to the 3 trash cans, making the cans as well as the cupboard inaccessible for the staff as well as very unhygienic. On the right hand side, we have a quotation on the wall, which is a good motivation, but this entire space is empty. Probably the dressing room outside can be moved over here. Now we have a cupboard over here for the medicines, but the medicines are all kept outside in plastic containers. Also, there's no attendant over here to keep track of all these vital items. Moving further inside the OPD, we have 3 beds, but the second bed is placed very close to the other 2 beds, making it inaccessible for the nurses. Also, there's a display unit, but it's not hooked up to any of the beds. Over here, we have a sink, but it does not have any medical grade sanitizer or hand wash. There's a washroom which is decently well maintained, but there's a washing machine which is non-functional and should be removed. It's blocking space. Moving back towards the reception area, this space is very empty and probably can be occupied, like we already discussed, with this dressing area. This dressing area can probably be repurposed into a pharmacy for people who are just entering to get medicines. Over here we have the doctor's chamber with transparent doors. Probably should be repurposed into opaque doors, as this might make some patients uncomfortable. Towards our back, we have the water dispenser as we exit, which is a good addition for the patients in the waiting area, as well as we have a staff keeping track of the entries and exits through the OPD. While we were on our way to the OPD, we also saw this big signage pointing towards the direction in which the OPD is, which is also very helpful for commuters or people who are new to this place. Also, surprisingly, inside the OPD, we did not have the typical hospital or the clinic smell, which triggers bad feelings and unpleasant memories for people. The place was probably freshened up using air fresheners, which was a good touch. That's all for the Servicescape at OPD at IIM Raipur. Thank you.